Bro. Like shit, man. Simple, right? Okay. Hello and welcome back to Sako Mr. Pen Production Core channel, guys. I'm back with another tutorial, just like you told me to show you how I mix my beats and then how I mix and master my beats. So here I'm going to show you how I mix and master my beats using only FL Studio stock plugins, right? Yes, I. So let me play the beat with everything on it, and then it must show you how we got to wherever we are right now, right? Yes, I. So let me add up this volume here, cause like it was so low. Yes, and my CPU, I think like shit. I don't know. Fuck that, bear me for that. But then this is a master source, guys. This is a master source. So what can we start with here? We're gonna solo everything here. Let's start with the melody. A simple melody. So without this effect, with this effect on. So what we did here is like, okay, these gross things, they're not working. I just wanted to automate everything, but then I feel like whenever I'm automating it, it's like it's giving that kinda and what's a vibe. So my first thing here was the EQ, which is like, okay, let me switch off everything here. Trust me, you're gonna catch something after this. Just bear me. So what we did here, we just like cut our low cards and then we drop about, I don't know. I mix my melody just like I'm dealing with a vocal. You feel me? So this is what I did here. Like I look at my yeah, I look at about 101 heads and then nothing on 2. Here on 3 I just drop about 19% of like, which is like it's about negative point 0.2 dB, negative point 2.8 dB, and then I come and boost my on like 3k to 5k just to add clarity on my melody thing, right? And then some legal boost just to add some air on the melody. So and then we come to the limiter just to make sure like we're not losing the balance of the thing, like you feel me. So we're using the comp thing here, and then like our threshold is like on negative 3.2 dB, and then our knee nothing ratio 2.1. That's all we did. And then here on the attack it's like it's just like on 10. I couldn't place it on 10, that's why it's like on 10.10 ms, right? And then my release on 100, it was supposed to be on 100. If you can put it on 100, place it on 100. I couldn't, like, my thing was rolling too fast, you feel me? So like, yeah. And then my, just like from here to there, nothing would untouch. So with and without, and then without, after that EQ, our melody went weak. But then as soon as we applied this limiter here, we gave better gain to our melody, right? And then just like slight reverb, yeah, not the source on it with the reverb and without. Yes, sir. And then our size, yes, like on 50, high card on 6, low card on 205. It was supposed to be on 200. And then my speed 33, diffusion 100, bass nothing. Okay, yeah, on the case like 1.9 DK, yes. and then on the awareness here it's like an 18%. And then the soft clipper, just apply it, and then on default use, just make sure like these two arrows like are giving you the same thing, like, and then you can just drop it about 10% of mix. Yes sir. And then the stereo enhancer here, just to make sure like our thing is hitting like wide enough, you feel me, because this is not a drum key, this is a melody. So yes I separation here is like 39% matched. Yes sir, yes sir. And that's all we did. And then after that, let's go to the second one, which is like, you feel me? Same thing happened here. We just copied and then we pasted this side. You feel me? To copy, it's more like you say you right click your mouth, and then wait, you say file, and then you say save. You grab with your left, with your left side of the mouth, and then you just come drop it wherever you wanna drop it, and then boom, apply it. You feel me? And then also on the third, same applies. You just come and then you throw on the other side. Our melody together. And then what we wanna do now, let's go to the hit heads, which is without the thing here. This is how the hitting. Then I was like, okay, fine, let's go with the reverb. We're not doing too much on this one. Which is like here on my awareness, our dry is like on our words like on 5%, and then DK on 1.2. This is the hi hat, we don't want that too much. Room size 17, low card 305, high card 6K, pre delay 0.6. That's all we did. And then Fruity Pen or Fruity Pen Omatic, yeah. So what I did with this thing here, I just wanted to make sure like when my hit hits are playing, they gotta be playing like some vibe, yeah, and so that they just go straight as they are. They're playing, you see, left and right automatically. But then my thing is too slow here, so that you don't really get to catch them moving side and side. You feel me? And then after that, our blood, it's Fruity Blood Overdrive. I try to delete this back with return Fruity 7 band EQ. Forgive my PC for that. And then the color here is like on 0.5297. Our pre-band nothing, and then our drive 0.30, and then our post gain nothing, filter 0.6375, and then that's how we hit him, bro. And then after that, our Fruity EQ, we can just go. I know they didn't want that too much of equalization thing on the EQs here, but then we had to do some, like, you feel me? So we just drop here on the part where we're supposed to add clarity. We don't add clarity, we lower it so that it doesn't fight with our drums, because like this thing is hitting hard already, but it's so wide, it's so wide and clear. But then we don't want it to be like that kind of clear, right? and then we just like, yeah, let's drop about like about 39%, which is like 3 dB without. You see, it was too clear, and then we didn't want that, so we just drop it about like and then our open head. Where is it? Open. Oh, here. So guys, what I did here, this is the open high head, right? Uh, First thing that I did, it was to separate to pen it 25% to the right. I didn't use the Fruity Pen Auto here, just like pen it myself manually. And then with the EQ here, I high cut about 732 hertz, and then boost about 5 dB, and then drop on the last band about negative 3.2, so that we give it that kind of more clarity, but then we remove we de-ess it about like negative 1.8. So this is how it is sounding. You feel me? And then the reverb, we add 30% of whiteness on the reverb, and then our decay is like on 1 second, and then nothing else here. Our room size on 50, we low cut about 75, high cut 4K. Yes, that's how we get this thing. You see, since our beat is like giving that kind of lead cannonball vibe, and then we come to the snare here. Yeah, feel me, right? Yeah, without this thing, with feel me. So our first plugin here was the Fruity Blood, which is like our color on 0.7438, drive on 0.4047, nothing, filter on 0.7172, nothing here. And then our EQ here, we just cut about 151. We drop about 29% of the boxiness thing here, and then we can boost about 39% on the 5 band, and then that's all we did. And then our limiter, just to strengthen our snare, since this is a hard beat, right? And then our threshold here is like on negative 4.9. I mean, not negative, the dB, yes. And then the ratio on 3.1, attack on 9.75, release on 60%. It was supposed to be on 60. I just failed to apply it on 60, so I just left it on 61. And then the reverb, which is like our high cut on 6.1, low cut on 3.5, room size 70, decay 0.8, and then wetness level on 9%, right? And then again our EQ, just to add the kind of thing yana here at the back, which is like we just boost here 39% to give you that kind of vibe. And then we low pass about 0.1 dB, and then we low cut about 14k. Yeah, let me just say 14k. And then this how, okay, this is how our first part is sounding already before we go too far. Don't be fooled. You're also supposed to equal it to master the FX, guys. Don't just leave it as it is on the 13 here, which is like we high pass everything about 533, clarity about 39%, and then low cut about 2, low pass about 2.5. Is it 2.5? Yeah, 3.4 dB, and then some high pass just to add that kind of chorusy FX. And then reverb, which is like on wetness level on 47, low cut on 500, high cut on 6.7k, decay on 1.5, room size on 33, right? Yes, sir. So this is how we sounding on our intro part here. our second part of the intro, which is like here we just added this melody here. We already mastered it, this one. We already mixed it already. Just to give the intro like the intro vibe, you feel me? Yes sir, yes sir. And then after that we just add the 808. Honestly speaking, I don't wanna lie, guys. I don't even mix my 808. I use this 808 here. I don't, I don't mix my 808. I don't, cause like the 808, you just gotta use the 808 that you feel like it's already hitting. It is coming with the quality itself. You feel me? So if you'd want me to give you this pack like I just found here, I might share with you. Just let me know. So on my thing here, there's nothing. This friendly meter is the side chain with the key, right? So before we just go there, let me open this thing and play this intro part, full intro, so that you hear what I'm talking about. Oh, not to forget, also this FX here, we mastered it just like on 14. Same applies. Lockout about 50, 100, 187. Boost and clarity, and then the reverb. That's all we do, bro. Our wetness on, it was on 45, high cut on 4K, low cut on 75, DK on 1.5, room size on 50. So this is how our first part is. This is when we get into the vibe. So everything was added here. So after here, let me play this 808 and the key and show you how I side chain this. Okay, first thing first, let me show you. You gotta mix the kick and then you side chain it. You don't just side chain it with then you mix. You're gonna do some weird shit. So guys, I just copied the 808 and then place it on the kick so that they hit the same, because like they ain't supposed to hit differently, right? This how my kick is hitting. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you something, guys. Make sure your 808 is like on mono, Yeah, 808 and the kick, they're supposed to be on mono, right? Yes sir. So on our kick here, we didn't even do that too much. Without this, without this mixed thing, this is how we're hitting. And then with, you feel me? So our EQ here, we just come drop about, we boost our high pass about 2.2 dB, and then we drop about negative 2.8 dB on our nasal sound, on our box thing, where this boxiness of the key, you can feel it, that that kind of boom is giving that kind of box, right? And then after that, we just come boost about 0.3 dB of clarity. We don't want to kill the kick, right? Yes, and then after that, we go to the limiter just to compress it. Guys, if you don't know how to use the FD limiter, you gotta know how to use this thing. Then if you don't know, let me know. It must show you how to use this thing, because like everything here, it be rounding, it be playing with the FL limiter, because this thing is the master. This is the key plugging of everything here. Without this thing here, we could just sound like shit, bro. You feel me? And then our threshold here is like, hold up, give me 2 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. Our, as I was saying, like our threshold here is like on what's this? Negative 1.4, and then just you know why I'm seeing these things here, guys, right now? Okay, here on this box here, here. Look carefully when I drop my I place my thing. It writes like com threshold negative 1.4. Then it says 0.86 on the front, right? This way I'm talking about. You should that's where you should check. And then our threshold here was like on 2.1, attack on 5, and then our release on 50. That's all we did. And then the soft clipper just to give that kind of thing on our beat, right? Some color. Yes, I. And then after that, this is where we sidechain. You just come here, you click on our kick, and then you come here. Wait, you come here. You say sidechain. Don't say only, because like we also gotta take everything here to the mix bars, right? So you say sidechain to the 808, and then as soon as you sidechain to the 808, you come again. This is what I'm talking about when I say you gotta know how to use the limiter, guys. So you just upload the limiter, and then you press comp, and then you right click on the sidechain. You say you select the name of your kick or the kick, and then our threshold here is like on negative 60, our knee on 70%, ratio on 2.71, attack, everything here is like on 0. That's all we did, bro. And then we get this kind of sound. You feel it, right? It's hitting hard. Let's go without these things. They're gonna clash. They're so weird now. But then with, they're so strong, bro. Teamwork. You feel me? And then now let's mix the clap. Yes, sir. Which is like our Exe. And grand am I? The water tutorial apa kormi? Gaga. Ukwaone. Umixa mi. Okay, as me nai. As me. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I'ma cut this thing. I'ma cut this thing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then our color here is like 0.61, and then our prep is like on the preamp on 0.3, our post gain nothing, and then our filter on 0.7207, and then we just add the reverb 6%, decay 0.9, low cut 3.5, high cut 6k, room size 25. That's all we did. And then this is where we shape the sound of the snare of the clap, guys. This is how you get the sound you want, the EQ. So like on our thing here, we look at about, we high pass about 150, and then we just drop about 15% of the boxiness thing, and then we add on our nasal sound there, we add about, this is where we get the nasal sound, and then on the front we get clarity, right? Here we get the boxiness. And then here we just like, hey, I know I sound so stupid doing this thing for you, but then you're gonna one day be like, that nigga told us this thing, bro. You feel me? And then here on the another song we add about like 0.4 dB. We also add some air, which is like 1.5 dB on 6k. And then the limiter again. Why do we play around limiter each and every time, bro? Why is this thing is not even fair, bro? I'm telling you, you gotta know how to use the limiter, bro. If you don't, let me know. You might show you this thing, guys. And then here our threshold is like on negative 10.1, knee on 16%, ratio on 4.1, attack on 5, release on 50, sustain on 1, and then this is how we get this kind of sound. Ta, 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 ta. This clap, so that it hits harder. Make sure your clap is playing with the snare, just like this. You feel? Right? Yes, sir. And then we just add this kind of sauce snare. I call it sauce snare, bro. If which is like, bro, like shit, man. Simple, right? Okay. Let me show you how we got this kind of sound. I just came here. You see this thing here? Again, it's like save, grab, punching. Simple, guys. Simple. Feel me? I just use the same preset here, but then whenever I balance them or level them, I make sure like there's one which is like on top and then the one which is like lower than that. And then after that, we come again. We add the sauciest. I'm so funny, I know, bro. You don't have to tell me that, right? You felt that, like, we call it velocity shit. And then it might show you, after this thing, it might do a tutorial making a beat. It might show you how we got this thing, right? Like, there's no difference here. Like, if you're listening to them, this is the same preset. Also here is the same as this one. But then we don't level them the same. Right? And then here, what's this? Okay, here this is where we're trying to show that this is now when we in the life of the beat. So we add this kind of sound. But then they're using the very same preset as this one. Guys, don't be fooled, bro. We're just using this thing. Like, once you mix something and then feel like this thing is dope, copy it and try it on the other hand. Feel how it hits. If it's like on the way that you fucking with it, bro, you gotta go with it. Don't stop, bro. Don't stop. There's no right formula or correct formula of doing these things here. You feel me? So like, yeah, and then let me show you how, cause like, yeah. Asimbili. Yo. Let me show you how we got this thing here. Sorry, before we go there, this how we mixed this FX here, like on 12, which is like, let's go to 12. Why is it on 12 though? On the mix bus. What the fuck? But then it's okay. So you see, now we're done mixing everything, right? We're done mixing everything. You're not done yet. And then you come create a mix bus here. Okay, let me play this thing without the mix bus. Oh shit, let me switch off this master here. And then the mix bus, like our beat is not even that kind of live. This is without the mix bus and the master. So with our mix bus on, we're gonna start here, right? bus here, I was using Waves plugins, but then I can do the FL Studio plugin if you want. On our mix bus here, we just came load the, I call it glue, but then it's a compressor, which it glues everything together. You feel me? So on our threshold here, it's like on 15, and then attack on 30, ratio on 10, our rate on 1, release on 1, nothing else we don't touch here. And then after that we go to the NLS channel niveau, which is like this one. It also saturates, it adds color, it gives lives, it also compresses. You feel me? So we're using the spike preset here, which is like, we come, I place this thing on our drive is on 6 here, our VCA group on 1, and then nothing else we don't touch here. After that, our 47, which is like here, we boost it slightly of the lows, which is like we add about 0.4, and then nothing else. Here on the clarity part, we just add about 1.4 dB, and then here 0.8 dB, just to give that kind of thing. Lastly, the limiter, which like on our ceiling here is negative 0.1, and then our threshold on negative 3.1. That's all we did here, and then we got this kind after that, this is when we're closing everything. We just come to the master channel here. On our master channel is so simple, guys, so simple, which is like we only have the Fruity parametric, the EQ, and then our Fruity multi-band compressor, the Sangudizer, the Maximus, and then the Fruity stereo, also the limiter. So on our Fruity parametric EQ here, we just came here, and then we high pass about 61, because like we just don't want it to be like that kind of box. We want our beat to be open, right? So that when we give our beat to the artist is not going to drown in the beat, but then to float on a beat, right? So here on 200 to 300, we just drop about 39%. And then on the last part here on 10K, we just boost about 1.2 dB. And then our multi-band compressor here, which is like, you open the default preset, listen carefully. Let's start here. Make sure your limiter thing is on. Your gain on 2.4 dB. Your first no BS like on 246, second 246, the third one 6770, the last one 6770, right? And then on our low band thing here, the first low band here, our threshold on negative 15, ratio on 2.5.1, knee on 80%, attack on 20.6, release on 100.9, and then gain on 00 dB, like 00, yes, 00 dB. I don't want you to do some mistakes, because this is the master plugin of this thing, of this channel right here, right? And then on our mid band here, our threshold on negative 0.0 dB, ratio on 2.1, knee on 80%, attack on 20.6, release on 100.9, and then gain on 1.5 dB, right? We're boosting our beat from in the air, like on our mid band here. And then on our high band, our threshold on negative 0.0 dB, ratio on 2.1, knee on 80%, and then attack on 20.6, release on 100.9, and then our gain on 0 dB. That's all we did. Okay, since I said this, the master plugin of this channel here, with and without, let me switch off this. Only this. Without. You feel it, too clash, but then with only these two plugins here. And then after that we add the Sangudizer, which is like on this Sangudizer here, you just like make sure the key is on B, and then just a slightly amount of the Sangudizer thing here, and then we go to the Maximus. Now we're strengthening our B now, bro. You feel me? So you're gonna come here on the low band, on our low band. You press the low band. You feel me? And then our pre-gain is like 0 dB, post 0 dB. Here stereo separation, original, and then threshold, nothing, no saturation. Our ceiling now, add about slightly of it, like 1.9 dB, and then that's all we did. Our mid 0, nothing. Here 1.3 dB on the ceiling, and then on our high again, nothing. Here nothing. On our master channel, our pre-gain here is like on 1.6, and then our threshold nothing. Our ceiling here on negative 3.4 dB, right? That's all we did, and then we got this kind of. And then after that, our Fruity Stereo enhancer, which is like with 20 stereo separation, 21% of meshed, you feel me? And then here left and right, leave it on center so that it plays both sides, and then that's all we did, guys. Fruity Fruity limiter here, we don't touch it. Okay, here on our gain, since we want our beat to be hard, we boost our gain about 5.3 dB, and the saturation on 0, ceiling on 0.1. Same applies on our mix bars, bro. Here our ceiling is like 0.1. You don't play too much with the ceiling, you're gonna ruin everything. And then this all we did to get this beat, guys. Let me now play it on the verse, cause like, you know. And if there's more that you wanna learn, you want me to show you, let me know. I'm here for you, cause you're also here for me, right? And then if you're new to this thing, or like whatever you do, what thing, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button for me, please. I really appreciate it. You feel me? Yes, sir. See you in the next video, though.